Hello, IGN. My name is Jose Otero, and I'm joined by Tim Geddes.
Let Tim
And
host.
we are so excited because the new Smash Brothers and Nintendo, they revealed 3 characters this morning.
Yes.
So we now know that, first of all, Lucina, and this you pointed this out, Tim. It's kind of weird because her title card sort of sounds
Waits her
ambiguous.
blade, question mark.
Yeah, like, are you sure? But this is, of course, the thing I was excited for because I was worried. In the past, I'd just been super worried since E3. Is Falcon really going to make the roster? And maybe that was a silly worry.
Yeah, I knew he was coming
here
back.
He is.
Here he is.
He's back, quietly
Glorious
making
HD.
an approach. Quick thing to point out, Tim. You were talking to me earlier about this, but as far as her eyes go.
Yes, so Lucina in Fire Emblem Awakening has that, I don't remember the name of it, but that symbol.
Yes.
In her eye, like the family symbol of their family. And she doesn't have it here.
Yeah.
So it's probably just a little oversight.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's also great to note that this is the first time we've seen Fire Emblem cutscenes in full HD. Looks amazing. I mean, on 3DS they look great as it was as well. But, you know, this is a really great art style and a really great way to, you know, sort of
I get chills hearing that Falcon Punch.
Yes. And then, just really quickly for folks, you're getting a quick look, I'm just going to back up a little bit, at one of Robin's moves they're about to show him. But this is the Elwind spell that you're going to see during the trailer itself in-game. No, but these character reveal trailers, man, they're just getting better and better. There he is.
So there we go. We got Robin with his tome.
Yes, and the Levin sword in his right hand. Also some weird things going on with that, but we'll talk about it.
Now, real quick, pause it here. I just want to give a shout out. Robin Hood.
Yes. Hey, good job, good job. And we quickly see he has joined the roster.
Bringing the thunder.
Yes, very, very cool.
I'm loving this, the Fire Emblem music from Fire Emblem 7.
Oh, yeah.
Originally from Melee.
Definitely. So just real quickly here for folks, you're getting just a quick look at Falcon's standard moves. They don't show anything out of the ordinary, you know, just standard A. He kind of gets hit back, comes in with his right B, gets dodged, gets hit. Now, this is a Fire Tome spell so throughout the trailer, Robin is name-dropping spells, but he says nothing about this one. And
But he has 4
other
different
instances.
tomes. There's
Yes.
the light.
Yes. Oh, no,
Or,
fire,
sorry,
thunder. Yes, wind, and black or dark magic.
Yeah,
it's one of those 2. So let's back up here, and we're seeing a look at thunder. So really quickly, and this could also indicate that it's sort of like Mario's Fireball, right? In custom movesets, where he's going to have different degrees of or types of attacks. So you see, and they're all, by the way, spells from Fire Emblem. So you have Thunder, El Thunder, Arc Thunder, and then finally Thoron, which is really legit, and that's it right there. Where he goes through
So that's
3
interesting. We
characters.
saw in the Palutena trailer that they show an insane amount of moves for one
Yes,
character,
yeah.
which are not just standard moves, they are the custom moves. So
Yeah,
most of
very
these are going to be custom moves.
Yeah. So here's Arcfire. I love this one. So this is Elwind, and look at this. Like, first of all, Little Mac just whiffs on this side B, right? And he then juggles him by throwing Elwind down, and just sends Little Mac off. And this move really worth talking about. So this is Nosferatu, which is also another spell from Fire Emblem. It is considered both light and dark magic throughout the series. It comes from the dark magic tome in the last game.
So we see the light on the left side circling him and healing him.
Yes,
and then the dark on the right side damaging the enemy.
So he's raising her percent and lowering his own. But how effective will that be? I guess we're going to find out. But that's still really rad. So there is another wind spell that has no name. He didn't say anything, so we'll see what it is.
So what's interesting about the tomes is that, as he says here, you can only use it for so long, which is a nice throwback to Fire Emblem itself. In past Smash Bros. Games, all the Fire Emblem characters have just been sword fighters. We're finally getting a spellcaster from Fire Emblem. And in Fire Emblem, you can only use your items a certain amount of time before you have to give them up. So it's nice to see that in this franchise.
Yeah, and so we've been talking about this a lot this morning, and the reigning theory right now is that the tome, of course, has a lifespan, but he gets to choose how he wants to invest it, whether it be casting magic spells, which a couple of minutes ago he was doing just that. And if you look through, I'm just going to go back quickly to show this to folks, through most of the spells that they showed, he had a bronze sword, which you see in his right hand. It's either in his right hand or it is sort of sheathed on the side of his head.
That's the title of the sword.
Yes, yeah. And when he brings up the Levin sword in the video, he's then just standard using the Levin sword. Now, I don't know, like, is he sort of using part of the tome's lifespan to summon the Levin sword? That's what makes the most sense, but we're not entirely sure.
And yeah, what's interesting there is we're not sure exactly how the tome works, whether all the different types of spells are his different specials, so right B, up B, down B, standard B, or if he cycles through them like Pikmin and Olimar style by constantly pressing B to go from fire to thunder to
either
dark.
one would be really rad. I like the Pikmin style idea so much, but I guess we're going to see, right? So here is Lucina. So one thing that kind of confused folks is she moves a lot like Marth. So this is very, very similar to Mark's. This is Marth's up air, yeah. And then we have Sword Dancer right here.
So the right B ending in the down version.
And then this is very similar to Marth's. Hold on, let me go through this one slowly. Yeah, I love Marth's neutral air. This one's very similar. However, she whips all the way around and hits both sides. Marth's neutral air only focuses on the front of him, at least in the past Smash Brothers games. And at E3, I can swear it was still like that.
Well, no, Marth goes...
Yeah, no, he does a double swipe, but he doesn't swing behind him.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't notice that at E3. He doesn't. Oh, he does kind of bring his arm out.
No,
That's
he totally.
right.
Marth definitely.
Yes.
is.
Yes. Okay. All right. I take it back then.
Sorry. I think what you're talking about here is she does 2 swipes in the front before going back.
Well, and it looks like she kind of does a complete spin, where I have never noticed Marth do that. It's always been a little bit more contained, but maybe I'm just looking at it differently. Good question. Good thing to point out. You pointed out some less reduced landing lag here.
Yeah,
earlier.
so that's the biggest difference I noticed from her and Marth is that the landing lag on that attack is just not even a thing.
Yeah, let's look at it one more time.
Marth has like this real animation of him going down. She's just instantly up.
Yeah, no, he definitely suffered from some of that at E3. It's kind of rad to see she doesn't have that problem. Right here, again, another very Marth-esque move. Just to show her really quick. Yep, that up B real quick. Send in Bowser.
So here's the big question: is just like, what's the difference between her and Marth?
Yeah, that's a good
question.
question.
So back in Melee, Marth and Roy were clones, but the difference being speed and power.
Yeah. And the tipper. The tipper on
tip
Marth
of the sword.
versus,
so that's the one thing. So Marth's the tip of the sword is stronger than the rest of the sword. Roy's middle of the sword was stronger.
Yeah.
Maybe Lucina has that same characteristic.
Yeah.
But so far, it seems like she's the most similar clone character that we've seen.
Next to Young Link and Link, of course, right? Because those two are also super similar.
But there's still a difference there with speed and
and that could be very
stuff.
much the case here, I would imagine. She seems like the Toon Link to his Link, if that were the
But see,
case.
that's interesting to me. Are we going to get someone faster than Marth? That sounds crazy.
Yeah, well, he wasn't as fast at E3. I don't know. That's a good question, because she is faster than him, though, for sure. And then right here, the 4 Fire Emblem characters. This looks amazing. Great shot. She's doing the counter move also right there, which is Marth's down B, so just something worth pointing out. So this next bit is just hilarious because in true Sakurai fashion, the misdirection continues and continues and continues. More specifically, he points out that maybe he'll get a chance in the next battle, which was very similar to a quote from Sakurai earlier this year regarding Waluigi.
Yeah.
It turns out, nah, you get it today. But the confusion being, he's not playable. He's part of
Robin's Final Smash.
Yes. And just to go back for a quick second before we come near the end of this, just show people just how long this beatdown happened. I mean, it kind of goes by in the blink of an eye, but
it's similar to Ike's Final Smash. But there's 2 people dishing the damage, which is cool because in Fire Emblem Awakening, there's the whole partner system, so that's where this comes from.
Yep.
Very neat.
Completely fits into the way Fire Emblem works. But these characters appeared in the last game, and I love how Robin's just like hovering around, just Thunderspell, take that too. And
this isn't shown in the trailer, but in some of the screens released on the website today, Captain Falcon's Final Smash is the same as it was before.
Yeah, he's sitting inside of the ship. Yeah, and you can play as female Robin. How cool is that? So something worth pointing out here. I think we mentioned it earlier. So she's gonna toss an arc fire in a second. Right there, and then she switches to Thunder. Well, that might have been Arc Thunder or L Thunder. I think it was Arc Thunder. Anyway,
so that's really interesting. Now, my question here is like, why wouldn't they just make Lucina the female Marth? Because they look so similar. But hopefully, I am proven wrong when this game comes out. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
No, and I mean, if you look at the website right now, Lucina has her own little update section versus like the other gender types for like Wii Fit Trainer or for like Animal Crossing Villager. They don't have their own tile, so it could very much be that Toon Link and the faster Marth. I love that point. I guess we're gonna find out. Well, there you have it, folks. This is IGN's Rewind Theater for the latest Smash Bros. Trailer. As always, for more Smash Bros. Coverage, make sure you keep it right here at IGN.
Hey guys, I love Smash Bros. If you love Smash Bros, you should make sure to subscribe to youtube.com/SmashBrosIGN. It's going to be your final destination for trailers, gameplay, and analysis of all the latest Smash Bros. Content. You should subscribe because it's going to be awesome.